Darwinian Evolution.
Classmates, good evening, our beloved instructor, Sir Neil Ampad. My topic is about Darwinians. At the time when Origin of Species was published, the theories did not immediately gain popularity. As Prof. Brown put it, it was not a revolution, but rather a slowly change stretched out over the course of a century. Darwin's opinion as they start to gain popularity were very much challenged. Most of the questions come from people who come from a religious background, and the concept of evolution particularly disputed the existence of a creator. Darwinian's response was safe yet smart. Instead of labeling himself as an atheist, he resorts to being an agnostic, refusing to enter the debate of whether God exists. I will explain. Meaning to say, The Origin of Species was published 1859. The theories or theoria would not immediately gain to popularity. Wala dayon mahimong sikat. What Prof. Brown said, it is not revolution. The time has come, slowly changed. It was reached out over century. Nagkahinahinay o usab. Luluntad sa usa ka siglo. What Darwin's opinion, as they start to become popular, diya sila nagsugod og sikat. They were very much challenged, nahagit sila. A more question from people religious background. Daghang mga pangutana nga nagikan sa mga tao nga mga reliyoso nga background. Particularly disputed the existence of a creator. Hilabi na sa gilalisan ang pagkaana sa usa ka magbubuhat. Darwin's response, I will explain it. Unsa nga luwas apan malaumon imbis paglibel isip usa ka ateista. Siya nga midangop sa pagka-agustiko, nagdumili sa pagsulod sa debate sa panahon nga adunay Diyos or Ginoo. The difference to revolution and evolution. The first thing we can understand revolution versus evolution is to turn to the pure definition of the two words. The words evolution refers to the gradual development of changes in something over a period. The word revolution means a turnaround, a sudden, complete, or radical change in something. Meaning to say, with regards within your family, in related of political matters, kung sa inyong pamilya, imong papa, being a barangay captain, kini nga masunod din mo puhon-puhon. Inaarma na sa dugo-dugo, inheritance. O mga buhat niya, mga maayo, mas malabaw pa nimo, malabuan pa nimo, mga maayo nga mga edukasya. Darwin's contributions to modern science. The natural selection was based on evolution. Pure evolution is a process that allows gradual change over time. Every species goes through evolution, natural selection. How species survive and occurs in few ways. It can result from variation, inheritance, population change, or reproduction. As it is in the present day and has been for the past many years. After some transition happens, whereas the experience the life of a person before same transition took place and is something which is a thing of the past. Usa kini nga atong ma-adapt ang kaniadto karon nga ang mga butang nga wala to mabuhat kadto atong mabuhat karon. It's a change in structure or behavior by which a species or individual improves of survival in a specific environment adaptation development in society or development or environment makuha na nato ang tanan-tanan.
In 1859, there was a groundbreaking revolution in both the scientific and religious fields. The Origin of Species, authored by Charles Darwin, was published. The book shows how people approach biology forever and has fundamental impacts on modern science, religion, and other aspects of the society.
A century and a half later, the influence of Darwin remains. In Australia, there is a city of Darwin named after the evolution giant. There are Darwin-branded merchandises, restaurants, even colleges. However, as Professor Brown from Harvard University have lectured, Darwin's opinions were not fully acknowledged till at least 100 years later.
Despite his great achievements, Darwin was still a person with unique personalities, and by revisiting his life, we could unveil how his thoughts came to be, and how his theory of evolution sparked. Living in a private remote estate, Darwin had a wealthy heritage, which is provided him with time and financial support to pursue his interests. Because of his remote location, most of the communication with the scientific colleges are achieved through mails, and this large amount of correspondence left us with a rather streamlined through process of how his theory took shape. One example was when deciding whether or not to get married. He listed the pros and cons. Pros and cons means the advantage and disadvantage. And in the end, concluding that dying alone would be worse than having too much company.
Another aspect of Darwin's theories that the correspondence revealed was the emergence of similar theories at the time. Multiple people have written to Darwin regarding similar evolution theories, and without Darwin, the evolution theory would probably still be discovered, but under a different name. Now, since Darwin is the name attached to this theory, his name, like the Bible, is caught by people with different agendas. Eugene insists that Darwin's theory implies that we need actively better our gene, while other groups cite Darwin for other discriminatory policies. Science history views Darwin as a saint, burying him at Westminster Abbey, while the British Natural History Museum put his sculpture up and down, depending how Darwin is perceived by the general public. Darwin's simple theory is interpreted and misinterpreted in many different dimensions. But it is this social discourse that keeps the theory alive and drives science forward.